Are you looking for a lightweight hiking shoe that's going to drain fast with a good grip at a reasonable price? Then the Merrell Moab hiking shoe is just the one for you. Let's go! What is up, long distance hikers and long term world travellers? Russ here, bringing you the best tips and inspiration for hiking around the world. Today I'm going to be going over the Merrell Moab hiking shoe. I've owned these bad boys for about 2 or 3 years now. They were the first hiking shoe that I ever bought. I transitioned from these from hiking boots to save myself some weight and to get really used to hiking longer distances. I've really put this hiking shoe through its paces. I've worn it up Penny Fan, I've worn it along the southwest coast path. I've hiked over 100 miles in these. They're super comfortable, super lightweight, and I really can't fault them. I bought this shoe from Go Outdoors and it was in the sale with the discount card. It was 60 quid, that's just 60 quid. I thought it was absolutely fantastic price. And for a beginner's hiking shoe that's lightweight, I really couldn't resist. On Go Outdoors' website, they actually say that this has Gore-Tex waterproofing, but these aren't waterproof. They're made of a really thick mesh upper, which is bound together with some rubber kind of strapping. They're really cushioned on the inside. They are going to soak up a little bit of water, but it's not really an issue because they can dry pretty quickly. They dry much faster than boots as well. On the sole, it has a really good grip, so it's good for bouldering and walking along some pretty slippery surfaces like wet grass. When I was hiking along the southwest coast path, it was really good for going up and downhill so I didn't slip up. As I said before, these are super comfortable. I didn't need to break these in, and it's literally like wearing a pair of your Sunday slippers. They're not the lightest shoe out there, but for this price point, you can't really go wrong. These are quite a flexible walking shoe, so you can bend them like that. They're not too stiff, adding to that comfort, but if you're used to wearing boots, then do a couple of really short hikes before you transition to a shoe just like this, so that you minimize the amount of ankle rolling that you get. These have a standard lace up with a really thick tongue, and they have a really good insole for a little bit more support. These have a 5mm lug length, and the drop between the heel and the toe isn't too big either. I found they have a really good cushion on the heel, so it's really easy on the feet. I literally haven't had a single blister while wearing these after walking over 100 miles in them, so I highly recommend them for that as well. Now we've talked about some of the specs, let's talk about some of the things that I really liked, and of course some of the things that I didn't like so much. So to start with, the things that I really liked, of course, is the comfort. As I mentioned before, these are seriously comfortable. They're a perfectly good beginner's hiking shoe, especially if you're transitioning from boots straight to these. Another of my really favorite things about this shoe is the price. They're probably the cheapest hiking shoe of this quality that I could find in any store on the market. Of course, if you're a little bit more experienced, you're going to go with something a bit more expensive, such as a New Balance Minimus or something like an Ultra Lone Peak. But if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, this is the perfect hiking shoe for you. Another really nice thing about this shoe is it's super durable. I really can't fault it on that. After all the hiking that I've done with it, there's not really anything going on with the sole. The sole's still pretty well intact. On the end of the shoe, there's definitely some kind of wear and tear where the rubber's kind of coming a little bit loose. But apart from that, they've held up very well. Okay, now we've talked about some of the things that I really liked about this shoe, let's talk about some of the things that I didn't like so much. I did find while hiking in these that I did need to tie them up a little bit more regularly. The laces on these did start to come quite loose quite quickly while I was on the trail. I think it's just something to do with the material that they're made of. I definitely had to put a double knot in these and stop about every 10 miles to relace them. I really didn't like actually on the website and in the product description that they say that these are Gore-Tex waterproof. These are not waterproof shoes. That's not a bad thing. If you're looking for something that's waterproof, go for a boot, but if your feet get wet in a boot, they're gonna stay wet for absolutely ages. Definitely wear a shoe like this with a breathable mesh upper and expect them to get wet. If your shoes need drying out, because they're made of a breathable mesh upper, they're going to dry out a lot faster. So yeah, just ignore that on the website. These aren't made of Gore-Tex, they're not waterproof at all. Apart from that, with these hiking shoes, I can't think of anything else that I really don't like. They're a very good all-round shoe, especially for beginners. Okay then folks, campfire question, what is your favourite hiking shoe that you've worn to date and why? Okay everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video then hit that thumbs up. Be sure to watch either of the videos to my side here. Also consider subscribing for more videos like this and I'll see you in the next one.